clear the area. Back in with 6 to shoot. Mobley, body's bumping. Give it up. Mitchell lobs it up. Slammed down by Mobley. Perfectly executed.
The game in those two.
Mobley. Too strong. Rebounded by Cunningham. Harris by himself. The pass was a little long, but he saves it. Harris, ball fake, gets around Harden. Couldn't finish with a left hand. And a 4-3 advantage for the Cavs. Jenkins, penetration. The floater, no. Rebound grab by Mobley. Kick it, Thompson, back for Cunningham. 7 to shoot. Harris trying to make it happen. Oh, beautiful spin. Comes up short. Made for moments like this. Harden. Drive and kick. Mobley deep in the corner. Harden drives in on Sasser and scores off the window.
Way too easy. You don't see the Pistons.
Give it up. Merrill, one dribble, fade, short. Tracked down by Wade. Shot clock doesn't reset. A hoist. It goes. Evan Mobley with a grenade 3.
And you turn a 58% three-point shooter, which is unbelievable, into 75 at the line.
Swing, swing. Merrill got him.
You can't leave Sam Merrill open.
Handed off to Mitchell. His jumper is pure. A straightaway tray.
Well, off that handoff, I think Isaiah Stewart.
That jumper doesn't go for Mobley. Offensive rebound. Mitchell tees it up and hits it off the iron. Another offensive board, and Mobley draws the foul. 33-26 Cavaliers. That jumper doesn't go for Mobley. Offensive rebound. Mitchell tees it up and hits it off the iron. Another offensive board, and Mobley draws the foul against Reed.
Excellent finish.
A look at the upcoming national TV schedule. The Western Conference Finals at the NBA app.
And I know you're always concerned, always want to know my schedule.
I do.
I will be watching both of those.
Reed, Thompson, and Robinson. Cunningham stops, pops, and misses. Another board for Mobley.
Well, our guys in the studio made this point before Game 6. The Cavaliers not afraid of any of the matchups.
Oh, Mobley! Big finish!
Donovan Mitchell just distributing all over the place.
Everything is going Cleveland's way right now. 46-31 advantage.
It's the best defense I've seen out of Cleveland in the entire playoffs. Best defense I've seen out of Cleveland in the entire playoffs.
Sasser takes it away from Mobley. Angles in. Jenkins, corner pop. No. Donovan Mitchell has 9. Harden gets it ahead. Settle in here. Merrill, no hesitation. He's got it. And the foul. A chance for 4. Sam Merrill is locked and loaded.
Defense champ. You just got to give him something to go with.
2 minutes to go. First half. Mobley drives in and he gets the lay-in with the left hand.
I mean, they were fine, but I thought the other 2 were even better.
The jumper doesn't go for Harris. He just cannot make a shot. Left hand, he's fouled.
Well, Harris, you know, averaging 19 in the playoffs.
Second quarter. Mitchell against Thompson. Drives and kicks. Mobley, strong to the rim. Bank shot goes, and 1. Mobley against the grain goes window.
Combined 10 rebounds and 5 assists.
Cunningham gets the personal. Jenkins in.
Back to you, Ian.
All right, Cassidy, thanks so much. Cleveland had a chance to put Detroit away at home. Mitchell, ball fake. Harden swing. Mobley, the drive, and he gets fouled by Duren. Jalen Duren picks up his 4th foul. It is Isaiah Stewart into the game at the 8:22 mark of the 3rd.
Well, maybe Isaiah Stewart can get going with some of his. This is not all necessarily his biggest numbers, but I just haven't seen him play better than that.
Sasser misses on a 3-ball. Pedal to the metal for Mitchell. He'll drive it and draw the foul.
It's just been domination in that area of the game.
Empty trip for the Pistons. 2 missed free throws. The roll. The jam. Mobley.
And you know what? That move that Sam Merrill just made, that deceleration, that came into the game in the last few years. It seems like everybody's got it.
The Cleveland starters have outscored the Detroit starters 74-36. And that's a foul called.
No, Ian, Tobias Harris, one of my favorite players in the league. I was fortunate to coach him. He's a class guy. He's had a great playoffs. But that was just all he did there was foul. He didn't try to move his feet.
But this roller coaster series has had twists and turns along the way. This one
standing at both ends. This is the best I've seen him play defensively in the playoffs.
Foul was called on Wade. Duren blows the layup. Mobley against Duren. He tried to bounce it backdoor. It got knocked away, and Harden gives it up on a pass, gets it back, and lays it in. On the same page with Mobley. I feel like the bus ride home for these Cavaliers fans is going to be pretty sweet.
I think it's going to be boisterous. Team that couldn't get it done in the playoffs. So probably, I think most of their fans and probably their own players and coaches would agree, a disappointing regular. Now, those were the 2 teams, if you go back to the preseason predictions, that everybody thought would be meeting in the Eastern Conference Finals. James Harden's Game 7 offensive woes continue, but it hasn't mattered in this one. Well, Harden came in his 8 career Game 7s, shooting only 35% from the floor and 22% at the line. So not surprising. You know,
yeah.
We talk about Mitchell and he misses 2 shots, 3 shots.
And a foul is called, which means more free.
In the league throughout the year, they were able to get away with that because that kind of physical defense also created a lot of turnovers. But when you give up 41 and 42, now the math's not going to work for you, even when a team is shooting this poorly at the free throw line.
1 out of 2 for Mobley. Mindset throughout. Pull-up jump. Obsessor. Can't get to the drop. Puts it inside. Mobley gets the block on Duren.
And it feels awful.
Ron Holland, the second now in the game for Detroit. Sasser drives and kicks for Holland. The spin and the rejection by Mobley. Mitchell lobs it up and put down by Mobley.